Hey skiers, it's Bob with skiessentials.com. Welcome to our 2024 ski test. Got a fun one for you today. This is the Volkl Deacon 84. This ski returns unchanged for this year except for a graphics update. Still just that amazing mid-80s all-mountain / front side ski that is an impressive carver, but also has some versatility built in. There's just a huge range of skier and skier type that could benefit from a ski like this. This one happens to fall more in the advanced and expert category, mainly because of the way it's constructed and the stiffness of the flex. But someone who's kind of progressing into the advanced realm that wants something a little bit wider for mostly frontside skiing, they'll do fine on this. It's just a little bit stiff. But overall, mid-80s is a great place to be for all mountain skis. This one kind of leans more to the front side end of the spectrum. Most of us spend most of our time on groomed terrain anyway, so it's nice to have a little bit wider of a platform underfoot to go along with a slightly longer tip and tail rocker profile like we see in this ski, mostly for smoothness, but also does add some versatility as well. But this thing has a lot of Volkl's construction technology built into it. We always kind of refer to it as a kitchen sink type of ski. With the multi-layer wood core, we get the 3D ridge, 3D glass, as well as a Titanal frame. So there's a lot going on in here. I've always really liked this 3D ridge where they keep that wood a little bit more sticking up in the mid-body, kind of this spine area of the ski, and that really kind of smooths out any vibrations or chatter or anything like that. And then 3D glass, so comes up through, goes over, and then down along the sidewall. So it's a curved application of fiberglass, and anytime that you're putting a material like that in a three-dimensional format, it does make it stiffer. So that contributes to the stiffness of the ski. And then we have their Titanal frame. So a couple pieces of metal wrapping around the tails here, and one in the tip as well. So that kind of balances out the center piece of wood with metal over the edges, giving a lot of precision and dampness over the edges, even though they're like pretty thin. But it is still a full sidewall ski. So really nice technology going on there in the construction. And then we get this nice low ride binding system, which is actually integrated into the ski. So each and every movement that you put into your foot is like directly transmitted to the edge of the ski, giving you a lot of power and precision. 84 millimeters underfoot, really well-rounded shape on this thing. It does benefit from Volkl's 3D radius, so mixing it up between a 15-meter underfoot radius and then a 24 and 21 in the tips and tails respectively. Basically, this allows you to vary up your turn shape and style, even within the run, even within the carve. It's a very natural way of switching up your turn shapes and styles. The more pressure you put on the underfoot zone, the higher the edge angle, the shorter of a turn radius you're going to get. And it's just easier to achieve because the ski is shaped that way. It's pretty stiff, so if that radius didn't exist, it would be harder to generate that shorter arc underfoot. Conversely, longer in the tips and tails when you're riding it at a shallower edge angle or taking a more direct line to the fall line, a more aggressive way down the mountain. The ski holds pretty smooth. It doesn't want to hook up and come across the hill unless you ask it to. So a very natural way of getting smoothness and stability out of this ski at either high or low speeds. Interesting rocker profile. There is some camber underfoot. It does help with edge grip and energy, but pretty flat overall with that rocker starting right about here, very low. It's not like it's a crazy bowed out ski. It doesn't lead to, dramatic splay or anything like that, but it does help keep the ski smooth and easy to initiate and complete turns. That completion phase done by this tail, which does have, again, very slight rocker, but it is on the longer side for a more front side oriented ski. But pretty squared off in the tips and tails. That's going to give you a longer effective edge and a very smooth feel overall. But yeah, pretty stiff. Definitely you feel it in the tails. When we got on this thing, we did a longer form review earlier this year. And I was constantly reminded that the tails of this ski are pretty stiff and rather businesslike, so you do have to be on it. That kind of comes along with the territory of this ski being more in the advanced and expert range. But great option for those skiers who are looking for that race-like feel in a wider bodied format. Make sure you check out this Volkl Deacon 84 here at skiessentials.com, and we'll see you out there on the hill. Bye.